you let me do that, and I didn't know I was on
You said
camera.
you said to go live, so we went live. So,
Yeah, but I didn't mean when I was talking to the dog. I was talking to Lucy.
So anyway, let me get this set up real quick here, and all right. So yeah, right before we were going live, of course, the dog wants to get on the camera with us, and
Yeah.
so we had to give her one of those rawhide chew bones, and Nina said, "Well, let's go live, go early," and
I
of course,
forgot I said that.
she's talking to the
I
dog.
didn't know you were really gonna do what I said.
I always do what you say. So we'll let a few more people get on. There's spicy tuna rolls, Swan Lake lady, and we'll
Good
let
evening.
me set this up a little bit here, better here.
What is your dog doing?
I don't know. So anyway, we haven't done a live stream. Let me check on the dog.
Yeah.
Hey, Mad Jack, thank you very much for that super chat. Much appreciated. So, let me check the dog out. I'm sorry.
We thought it would be a good idea to give the dog a bone to distract her from wanting to sit in our laps, and she decides to choke on it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
How's your dog doing?
She's chewing the bone. She sounded like she was choking. So anyway, let's see. Curious Pete's here. Again, Mad Jack, thank you for that super chat. That's much appreciated.
Thank you for the super chat.
So we just wanted to tell you what was going on. So most people follow our other channel, Sleepy Dog Construction, and we had another house built. We had a bigger house built so we could hold more rations, and so Nina would have a dedicated YouTube studio for just her business channel. And of course, I get stuck with the kitchen doing the MRE reviews, and with the move and everything that's going on, I've only done a couple of reviews, and I plan on doing more reviews, and I guess I'll go ahead and say it. Probably going to be doing some other countries that you don't see a lot on YouTube, so hopefully that'll help with the channel, and maybe we can get enough rations in legally that we can start having some more foreign rations. But the main thing I wanted to talk to you about was the American rations. So everybody knows we're selling cases of First Strike. We had some meal cold weathers and the regular case of A and B. Well, and then of course we're going to move, and we buy many pallets at a time. So if we'd have bought 4 or 5 pallets or 6 pallets, then that would have just been extra stuff we had to move, or Nina would have had to move. Nina was in charge of the move.
I wasn't moving pallets of rations in addition to everything we own.
So we've got some cases of DAF, and we really don't have a lot of rations right now. So we get moved in. Nina says, okay, we've got this room for rations, and we got over here for rations, because we like to keep our rations 70, 75 degrees, and the ones that we sell, so that everybody gets good rations. They're not hot or anything like that. So I call up the vendor, and I said, hey, we've moved, and we'd like to get 6 pallets. Oh, okay. He said, but the prices went up, and I said, well, I said, well, how much? He said, well, these cases, the inspection date are 2023 is the last one we had were 2022s. He said, so they had to go up a little bit. And we understood that because when we got the 2023 first strike rations, they had went up. And they went up $10 a case. So we're thinking, okay. So I said, well, how much for the 6 pallets? And the price had doubled. And I'm talking to this guy, and I'm like, are you serious? It was, and he said, well, yeah. And now this guy that we buy them from, he has a warehouse, and he's got just cases and cases of them. And he said, you know, I had to raise the price because the demand. Okay, well, when we had our cases, we didn't raise our price, you know, to $200. That's what they're going for on eBay now, you know, 175, 200. We didn't raise our price. You know, we tried to give a fair price. And so I told the guy, I said, look, you know, we bought almost $40,000 worth of rations from you last year. I said, well, you know, why can't we get them for the same price or a little bit more? And again, I mean, he was just really rude, and because of the demand, that he doubled the price. Okay, I understand if you had to buy those and you had to pay double the price, then yeah, I'm okay with you passing it on to me. But you're raising the price because the demand went up, and to me, that's not a good vendor.
Yes, Pat, that's price gouging to me.
Yeah, and it is to me. And you know, and you know, I'm sure everybody here watches Old Smoky. When we sent Old Smoky that case, he was telling you the price that we were selling for. And you know, for us to ship a case of rations, depending on where they're going. So let me give you an example. A case of the regular A or B, because the first strikes are heavier. If it's local in town, like in Houston or San Antonio or someplace like that, it costs us about $25. But if somebody, let's say in Podunk, Maryland, buys one, it can cost us up to $60 to ship it. So there's not a lot of profit in it. And you know, we ship FedEx, and FedEx has went up. Hey, David. So, you know, we go ahead. You were gonna say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that the condensed version is the prices are just way too high. And we started this as a hobby, and there comes a break-even point, to the point where we can't be negative. Otherwise, we might as well just sit everything on the porch and give it away. We're hoping that the prices will, one, either come down, or two, we will find a vendor who understands that we pay thousands and thousands of dollars in cash for pallets of rations. And because we are doing that, we are hoping that they will be able to say, okay, you're buying an incredible bulk, so we will give you a decent price. So we can keep our prices low. We don't raise our prices every time the postage is raised. Postage has gotten out of hand to ship a padded envelope. And this is even with PayPal. That is $8.45. We just sold an ammo can yesterday, a $99 ammo can, of which $19.20 is shipping. So we have to keep an eye on those costs and try to find a vendor who's going to say, okay, I'm going to get a big lump sum of cash up front. Let me give these guys a good rate. And we haven't found that yet.
Yeah, well, and you know, it really ticks me off that this vendor that we've been using, we've bought so many cases from him. We've even paid him in advance when he was out of like the last ones we wanted, the 2022s, he didn't actually have those in stock. And we paid him, and we still had to wait 2 or 3 weeks for him for him to get them in stock. And then it takes a couple of weeks to get here, and and I'm really disappointed. And the vendor might be watching this. I don't know.
Sunshine, I don't know who Beyond the Beaten Track is. Procuring the rations isn't my job. That's his job. So it would be him contacting whoever that is.
Yeah, and unless we can get them at a decent price, we don't want to buy rations and have to sell them for $150 or $175 or
yeah. There's no way I
that.
want to sell a ration for a single ration. They've got them what, $30 now or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to sell a ration for $30. That's just not right. I wouldn't. No, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, and so unless we can find another vendor, and this vendor is huge. I mean, he ships a lot, but I've seen cases of rations for over $200. Yeah, and like eBay, they took them off of eBay, and they're slowly coming back. Let's see, they're a UK wholesaler for British and Norwegian. But Rachel, here's the thing. We ordered a bunch of rations, UK rations, and I don't remember how many thousands of dollars. And
you mean the last time we ordered something?
Yeah, and customs confiscated them all.
It was about $8,000 in British rations. I think it was about 20, 30 cases or something. It was a lot.
Yeah, and probably last year we lost $20,000 worth of rations, and probably the year before that too. And for being a hobby, because this never was a business. I mean, we never.
We don't use the money from the rations to eat or pay electric bill or anything. This was just fun.
Yeah.
And meeting everyone and all of that.
Yeah, we've met so many really nice people and from all over the world. I mean, when we went to Thailand, we met a YouTuber over there and had dinner and coffee with them. But it all started off as actually as an accident. I ordered some Russian rations, and I thought I was ordering one, and I ended up ordering 7, and I put 6 of them on eBay, and I put them on a good price, what I thought was a good price. It was $5 more than I paid per ration, and they sold real quick. And that's how we got started. And then we would buy the rations and just $5 or $10 a ration, something like that. But there's no way that I feel comfortable buying from the vendor and having to raise our price to $175.
Yeah, it's just going to take a while for us to be able to find a vendor who understands what wholesale prices are. I respect the hustle. Don't get me wrong. If you need to eat and sell those rations, I respect the hustle, but I don't think it would be prudent for us, considering this is not a business, it's a hobby business, and still be able to give you guys the best price, an affordable price, for us to pay double the amount, and every time something goes out the door, it would be at a loss for us.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be prudent.
Well, and here's another thing too. We ship with FedEx, so we sold a case of the civilian DAF rations, and we went to FedEx, and they said the price was $39 or something like that to ship the case. Then, it's charged to my credit card, and that $30-something case that we shipped ended up being $52. And because they add a fuel charge and a surcharge, and if it's a certain distance away, they add a delivery fee and a mileage fee, and
Hey, David, Art's going to continue with the reviews.
Yeah.
And in fact, I'm going to see, with regard to foreign rations, I've been studying that for the last 2 years, and I'm going to see what I can do without telling him that I'm going to see what I can order on my own for personal use for him, and just try to understand the process, because the law doesn't say it is illegal to bring them in as much as it is you must follow these guidelines. And it's these guidelines that are tripping everyone up. And there's all kinds of other things that you have to do before you even place the order. So
hey, James,
we will
Nathan,
still do that. We will
Quinn?
still do the reviews.
Yeah, we're still gonna do the reviews.
It's just that the rations are going to be a while before we can get some in.
Yeah, and it's just it just really burns me up that.
Booger Butt! I just love that name.
Oh man, but yeah, it just burns me up that we've spent all this money buying pallets from this guy, and he wants to screw us over like that. But you know, I looked at other places. I found some was it 2020s or 2021s, and they were half the price that our vendor was selling. The only thing is we had to go pick them up, and you know, it was Dallas, so we'd have to drive Dallas about 300 miles there and 300 miles back. And you know, Nina said, well, the inspection date's 2020. I'm pretty sure it said 2020. And nobody wants to buy 2020. But if they're stored well, you know, as you guys seen, I've reviewed some of our private hurricane stash, and they're stored between 64 and 54 degrees, and they're perfect. So I don't know.
I forgot something too. I want to address an email I got the other day from the website hold on, because I have to go to it. I told you about it, and I did answer it. This guy tells me, hold on, come on, phone. Of course my phone is, it's the wrong one. Anyway, there was a guy accusing us of being Russian and asked if we were taking the money from all of our Russian ration sales and giving the money to the Ukraine. We're not Russian. If you're listening, person, we're not Russian, and we haven't sold a Russian ration since the guy stalking you, Nathan? Okay, he's a nutbag then. Okay, and I usually don't use those types of adjectives on online, but I am, because I thought it was just stupid, that the conversation. Considering that we've been shut down from any type of foreign ration since 2019, that guy just didn't get the memo. So
Yeah, we get a lot of crazy.
We get some interesting emails.
Yeah, very, very, very different. And you know, when we sell overseas, we always tell when somebody wants to order something, and I think this last order was in New Zealand, or Australia, or someplace like that.
New Zealand.
So he ordered, I don't remember how much he ordered, but there was 3 large boxes, because it was cheaper to ship whatever he wanted in 3 large boxes. So 2 of the boxes made it there, 1 didn't. So he asked us if there was anything we could do. We said, yeah, you know, we'll contact USPS and see if we can get your money back for the shipping on it. And he sent us some news posts. So in New Zealand, they were so backed up because of the problems going on in the world, that they were actually throwing and destroying packages, throwing them away or destroying them. And so he's telling us that, and he said, I think that because they arrived in his customs, and he said, I think they just destroyed them. And so we said, okay. So we contacted the post office, and I think we got 100 and whatever the shipping was for that box. Well, what was it? 2 weeks later, we get a notice from PayPal. He wants all of his money back. Even
No, you missed the most important part.
Well, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, okay. Because
He wanted the money back for all of the rations, even though he got 2 of the boxes, and he got the postage on the 3rd box. And he disputed that with his credit card and wanted all of the money back. And of course, Nina, being Nina, she had all the emails and everything, and contacted PayPal. And
he ain't getting nothing.
Yeah.
Well, he asked. He was aware that he wouldn't get the refund for the rations. Our terms are very clear, but he asked if I could help him get the postage back. So I helped him get his postage back, and I cashed a check and I sent him the money. That wasn't enough for him, so he tried to double dip, go to his bank and do a. He said, I didn't receive my package. Well, I had so much correspondence between me and this guy and so many receipts. He just never responded back to his bank. Those types of issues have been popping up a little bit more lately as well. And Sasquatch, yes, we're talking MREs, meals ready to eat.
Nathan said he's been calling relatives, leaving threatening voicemails, threatening his life.
Huh?
Pictures of tombstones.
What? Nathan, you seem to get a lot of the crackpots, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And they're coming over here. But that was the first and only time I've heard from that guy like that. I just answered him. I said, hi, we haven't sold Russian rations since 2019. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't go back and forth with people like that. I've got way too much to do to deal with that mentality.
And people will contact us from all over the world, and we'll ship anywhere in the world that we legally can. But the problem is their customs. So I think we had somebody from Israel or someplace in the Middle East out that direction, and they wanted us to ship some rations. And so Nina said, well, we prefer not to because of your customs. And because you're probably not going to get them. And the guy was appreciative and he didn't order. But we do have some people that from other countries, and Nina tells them, we prefer not to ship.
All right, I'll do what you tell me, but you're not going to get it.
Yeah. And, customs is just a mess, but we think we've got an idea of
I've got a strong idea on compliance. It's just a matter of testing it, and it would be great if we could get the American. It would be something if we could get foreign rations and not American. That would be our luck.
Yeah. And I've noticed on eBay that the Russian rations have really went up in price. There's still quite a few on there.
I got some complaints on our website that other companies were paying to get foreign rations from other companies, and they would not get their ration and they couldn't get their money back.
Oh, remember back, I guess this has been about 3 months ago, we had a guy contact us that he ordered rations from us.
Oh, that guy.
And he didn't receive his rations. And he has contacted us several times on our website, and we never got back with him. And he finally, I guess he contacted us thinking we were the same company and was demanding that we give him his money back, and he was going to report us to the BBB and uh, the Better Business Bureau and other places. And Nina said, "Well, what is your name and address, and what did you order?"
Give me your order number.
Yeah,
and a copy of your receipt. You get it by
yeah,
email.
and I think he ordered some Belarus or something, and we're like, dude, we don't even sell that. So
He eventually apologized.
yeah,
But yeah. David, we're hoping that prices improve. There's going to be a point where people are going to say, hey, you know what? The sky didn't fall and these rations are a little too high. And when people stop buying them, then the price will go back to where it's palatable for people like us to buy them in large quantities. I'm hoping.
Yeah, we had two people contact us with about pallets of humanitarian, and one guy wanted, and we didn't want to buy them because the market's oversaturated. But one guy wanted $2,160 for a pallet, 48, and I don't know what that is, $40 a pallet, $40 a case, something like that. And we told him, no, thank you, but no thank you. And, oh, you'll never get a better price than this. And then we had another guy contact us, and if we went and picked them up, which was only about 200 miles, they were $900 a pallet, which comes out to about what, 20 bucks or something like that. But we didn't get the humanitarian, and I think the inspection date was 2023 on them. But you know, you look on eBay, and I mean, the market's just oversaturated with them, and they weigh probably as much or maybe a couple pounds more. So you know, so shipping is going to probably be $40 or $50, something like that. I mean, shipping is just crazy.
Shipping is crazy.
That's our biggest expense with this hobby, is the shipping. It's just unbelievable.
Sasquatch, thank you for hitting that subscribe button.
Let's see. What else do we need to talk about?
That's about it, because the main question has been, when are we getting rations? When are we getting rations? We're going to get more when the price comes down to where we can continue to keep our prices the lowest.
Yeah, ask your MRE question, because if we can't answer it, Nathan or Rachel or somebody on here will be able to answer it. I think Nathan is probably the most expert, not witness, but
help with this question, guys. Is there a non-bean variety of ration or a menu where there's no beans?
yes,
I think there's a lot of them.
there are quite a few. You know, like I think menu number 1 is chili and beans.
But that's beans.
Yeah, and I think there's just a few menus that have beans in it. Definitely stay away from the humanitarian ones. I think there's beans in all of them. Nathan did one. Nathan and his sister Amanda, and it was a bean salad, and they said it wasn't.
Nathan did a rat. They fried a rat. I couldn't watch anymore. I got to go back and watch it a little at a time to sneak up on it. Nathan fried a rat. I haven't gotten to the part where if they ate it. I saw the beginning and I'm like, okay, I got to take a break from this. Sasquatch, to answer your other question, we don't stream as often as we'd like. It's kind of sporadic. If we start getting too many questions from people and it's the same question, then we know, okay, it's about time we do a live stream and start addressing some of those questions. So our live streams are infrequent.
Yeah. And you know, it's just so hard to find time, and especially before we moved, you know, I was spending 20-25 hours a week just commuting, and You have to watch the.
I was reading that. That's why I was
for the
smiling.
supplies.
Oh, okay.
But now that we've moved, my office is about 15 minutes away, so that'll give me more time to do ration reviews. And of course, we still have the construction channel, so I've got to shoot videos for that. And Nina's got the business channel, and hell, even the dog's got a channel. So we're pretty busy with videos. But I think you're gonna like. Hopefully next month, I'm going to have some rations that haven't really been reviewed a lot on YouTube. But then again,
Can I have some? I mean, can I help? For real, can I help? How come he don't let me help with the reviews? He chases me off. What's that about?
But then again, the rations. It all depends if they go through customs at lunchtime or not. Hopefully they'll get through customs. We're kind of confused on customs. Everybody remembers customs actually came to our house, and she very nice lady.
Nathan's house too.
Yeah, we went to Nathan's house. Nathan, he recorded his, but. She said, you can report anything you want as long as it's not beef, chicken, or pork, and blah, blah, blah. And of course, I guess everybody else didn't get the memo. And so, we made some big orders with some fish and some vegetarian and, of course, customs.
Or an Elbonian ration. What a curious Pete wrote. Are we getting an Elbonian ration?
Elbonian. No.
That'll be a good April Fool joke.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. If you want to see good April Fool jokes, you go to Sticky Fingers.
Yeah. He does good.
One.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just.
The old camping supplies is kind of gone. That's. That's.
If you put camping supplies on a box.
Instant open.
They're automatically going to open them. And when she came to our house and she said, you've been importing rations and you're putting on there camping supplies, I said, no, I'm not putting anything on there. And she starts trying to quote the law. Well, everybody knows, hey, Jason, or most people know, I'm a retired police officer. And, and she knew it too when she came out because she was giving us a courtesy call. But I in no way have any control when I buy rations what they put on the box or on the cases. And I explained that to her and she finally agreed. But yeah, if you put camping supplies.
How about military collectibles?
They've got this new technology now. Think about this. There are millions and millions of packages from the small A boxes all the way to giant crates, and they're able to find single rations, and not all of them, but they do find quite a few. So the technology is really ramping up. The dog's back. Let's see. So, okay, Lucy, you want to make your appearance? Look up.
Non-perishable foodstuffs. Yeah.
Well, and here's the thing, and if you put food on it, it's automatically going to be opened up. And if it's lunchtime, they're eating your ration. Just no two ways about it. The only way to do it, and Nina thinks she's figured it out, and to get them in legally. And
there's just a lot of paperwork.
Yeah,
which is done online,
and a lot of coding and stuff like that. Lucy, the dog's name is Lucy. Swan Lake lady said, "Hi, puppy."
Hello, Swan Lake. I am Lucy. Lucy Terrier.
Yeah, she's got a little collar here.
But,
Lucy.
What else you got?
Yeah, I think that's about it. I've griped enough about our vendor. We're still going to continue to try to, we got a lot bigger place now and a lot more room for rations. which is one of the reasons that we moved, and then it's just unbelievable that our vendor did that to us. Is that dog a rat hunter?
No, she just eats and poops, and that's about it. She hunts nothing. She
hunts her next meal.
She hunts nothing.
So yeah, that and postage going up and everything, but
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get some rations in, and like we said earlier, we could have got a bunch of cases at a reasonable price before, or pallets, but then we'd have to pay to move them, and when the movers moved from our other house to here, they couldn't get everything on the truck.
I was going to say, if we had pallets of rations, something would have had to have stayed at the old house. We have,
yeah.
It's something how much two people own. It's just two of us, and we've got all this stuff. What's that about?
Well, when I met Nina, I had a lot of stuff, and now everything that I had before Nina is condensed down. The last time I saw the box was about a 2 by 2 by 2 box.
Oh, that box.
Yeah. And I have no idea where that box is even gone now.
4th floor in the closet.
So it had a lot of my police badges from when I was an officer and a sergeant and a lieutenant.
But I know where it is, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I thought I'd lost my prized possessions, but anyway. So I think we're going to wrap it up. I was thinking about maybe one day trying to do a live stream. Kaylin does a live stream where she reviews rations, and I was thinking maybe I might try that. But the rations that I'm hoping to get in next month, I hate to try to do a live stream and mess up, an expensive ration. So
thank you, Jason, and thank you for coming over to my channel and leaving a comment. I'll do the same for yours as well. And it's just, again, we don't do this to pay our electric bill. We did it because we enjoyed selling the rations, and then we got to meet all of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just started enjoying hanging out with you guys. So do you rip your friends off and give them a bad price? No, you don't do that. So that's the gist of it. We want to continue to sell rations, but only if we can continue to maintain the lowest price on the market.
Yeah, and we really like it when we sell cases to people and they send an email back, hey, I got my case in, and it only took a day to get here, it only took 2 days to get here, and that's the bigger reward than the little bit of money that we make is to make people happy. Thanks for your honesty. You guys are amazing people. We just try to treat people like we want to be treated, and like you laugh, hon. And Nina's got an idea too of some things she wants to review from Japan, and I guess I better not give everything away. But
don't give everything away.
But just stay tuned, and hopefully starting next month, if the rations come in, they're coming from a long ways away, I can, yes, David, the golden rule. And hopefully you'll enjoy the rations, and maybe Nina will help me. Usually she just interrupts me, or the dog will bark, or there's something like that. But anyway, I guess we're going to cut it off here. Thanks everyone for joining us. Matt Jack, thanks for the super chat. Very much appreciated. And thanks everybody for joining us. And
we'll let y'all know as soon as we secure some rations and get them in our possession. Then we'll let you know We're up and running.
Because the last time we kind of let it out of the bag, we had rations coming and we lost a lot of rations. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to shut it down here. Thanks for watching, and everybody have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.